Okay, we're here with Samson Styes. You know, we're always looking at these heroes and success stories with the VJ.com and the training. And in all the years we've done it, Samson got one of the great success stories of all time as far as video changing your life. Do you want to explain it?
Oh yeah, video definitely changed my life. Before I knew anything about video, my main source of income was always street related and doing something that was criminal. I came home from prison in 2004. Throughout my life, you know, I did like 8.5 years from juvenile to a grown, you know, an adult. And basically prison and fast money and stuff was all I knew. But I didn't know I had a hidden talent for telling stories. So when I came home from prison, I didn't want to go back. I heard that film was the way to go, and my cousin gave me a little camcorder, and I went out and started shooting these girls that live where I was living in Brownsville at the time, that fight in this underground fight club that I had started. And we made a documentary, and I mean, the right people saw it, and one door just opened up to another, and it just built a career for me. And you know, now I'm a journalist, an award-winning journalist, and it's an amazing story. It's crazy, but you know, it happened from me using the skill sets that I had of telling stories that I didn't even know, matched with a camera and then some training, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, well, you know, when I first met Samson, we've been running boot camps for a lot of networks, and we got hired by BET. And you know how the boot camp goes, if you've been at them or you've been doing the VJ, is you get the camera and then we give you the instruction, 5 shots, cut the carrot, Fluffy the dog, and then we send you out the door and go shoot something. So when we came back, and the room was filled with, you know, professional journalists and correspondents and people with great credentials, and we screened everybody's stuff. And when we screened your stuff, it was some of the best stuff I've ever seen from anybody. So I didn't know Samson, I didn't know anybody. So I just turned to this guy sitting next to me. I said, "What'd you do before this?" And I thought he was going to say, "Well, I went to Columbia Journalism School and I worked at ABC." He said, I was in prison for the last 8 years. But I don't get that answer very often. And so I said, "What did you do?" I said, "Armed robbery." And you were shot also, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So like I said, we don't run into this every day. But the amazing thing was that the first video really changed your life. But I would say more than that, video allowed you to become the person you always were. It was always there. It's just you had never had the opportunity to do it. And the thing just connected like that. It was really a life-changing experience.
Now, before I took that boot camp, well, there should be a reality show on that boot camp. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, that's a show. That's a show, because I mean, it's pressure, man. It's like, you know, you get this camera and you got to go out. You know, it's 11 o'clock, come back by 3 with your stuff already shot, and you got to go find something in the city and make it work for you. And so you have to think, it's not just about going to shoot. All right, what would be good to shoot? Where there's some action? Where's the stories at? And it gets you thinking and going out and running. And so it helped me develop more as a correspondent, because I was already at BET from the previous work I've done. But after taking the VJ course, the boot camp, that was it. Like, from then I was, you know, and it was so simple. Okay, get these 5 shots. Right. You know, make sure you get these 5 shots, and after that, you know, while you putting this, the footage in the timeline, you tell a story, you know, and you use the best shots, and you know, now you tell a story. And it was like simple, so simple, and you know, and it just had me develop even more as a storyteller and a correspondent. It made it much easier for me.
And now you're shooting your own documentary, right?
Yeah.
That's how you came home. Your mother told you you've been shot and you're going to jail.
Yeah, so it's you know, I've been shot 5 times. I almost lost my life on different occasions. That's just because that's what that life, you know, leads to. Regardless, it's going to lead to prison or death. And I could say video definitely saved my life. It really saved my life. And now I'm doing a documentary on gun violence in the community, stuff that I'm passionate about. Because I think you tell the better stories when you're passionate about doing it. Sometimes you see people in the office when I was at BET, and you know, they really not happy telling the stories that they have to tell. They may have to, you know, go and do some coverage on something that they're not really interested in, but that they have to have that delivered. And you know, so it makes something that they love to do become miserable. So I'm glad now I'm in a place that I always was lucky to be in a place, even at BET, they let me basically do the stories that I wanted to do because I gave that perspective. And it's just like, you know, the class, the boot camp definitely, you know, just enhanced that. And I'm using the same thing, the shots and, you know, and telling the story. Only this is a 70-minute piece now, opposed to maybe a 1-minute piece, but the same principles apply.
Great.
I hope you enjoyed that, and if you want to learn more and see more, come and see us at thevj.com.